Chris, were you insulted by the
office?
accusations?
I'm here to do a job. This is a different environment than the private sector. When I took this job, I assumed that it had a different set of rules, a different set of requirements. I'm going to learn to live with the way this is, and I'm sure I'll get to know all of you much, much better over time.
What's your situation with John Morlock now? You were friends. What's your feeling toward him now?
I have great respect for John Morlock. As everyone knows, we were involved in bringing out the information about Robert Citron. Following that issue, Jan Mittermeier asked me to sit on the pension plan, what was referred to OSERS, I think between 96 and 98. At the time, the pension plan, of course, we were paying $45 million a year. The plan was in terrible disarray. I worked effectively on that plan with others. By the time I left that plan in late 98, early 99, that plan went from substantially underfunded, costing $45 million a year, to substantially overfunded and having zero cost requirement for the County of Orange. Today that plan costs over $250 million a year.
Will you stay on if you lose your investment powers if the board pulls that on September 11th?
I'm committed to staying and working hard as your treasurer, tax collector, and I'll move forward in the best way I can.
Do you think you can amid all this controversy and amid all these questions?
Well, I think that the performance, and it's really a team's performance, not my performance. I'm fortunate to have had a group of people that rallied together, that saw a vision, that saw really a strategy, and they've implemented that strategy. And the performance that has been produced in the 8 months since I've been here is just a base. We're committed over the next 3 years to not only cut our net county cost, I think by 22%, we're committed to driving that net county cost hopefully down to zero. I think that's what you're here for as a leader. You're here to get people going in a united way and to generate performance, and I'll do that to the best of my ability.
Chris, have your character's been marred at all by these charges? As tax collector for the county?
I think I have this unabiding confidence in the truth and the facts. I have tried to do the best job possible. I know our results are unique, and I think over time, working with others, including the auditor, controller, and other executives and department heads and workers of the county, we'll do wonderful things. So it's an early journey. I've only been here for 8 months. The early results, I think, are very encouraging. And over the period of time, we're going to do wonderful things. And we'd like to be a model for government and really be stewards of the public's money.
You're basically saying that nobody here has done anything wrong, but you're implying that somebody's after you. Who is?
I'm just not going to speculate. As we all know, there's an element in here that's far different than the private sector, but everybody's right to call anybody you want and say anything you want.
No misfeasance, malfeasance in this office?
No, absolutely not.